every day. The melody they play from Monday to Sunday, we no go delay. Sweet vibes they bust for the air like rain. Turn it up loud, no darling today. Go. Melody FM, the sound legit. The beats, now here we they dance, now here we they heat, we they heat, we they heat. We block on the wave, keeping fire non-stop. On your top 7, make we raise the rooftop. Who they run the show? Yes, they run out. We station, they must spray, the melody they run out. But down to the wall, we they loud and go. Catch the vibe, make me no. We they tune to melody, we they tune to melody, your heart, but plus them they family, but yo.
Melody FM 100.7. Stay cool with Melody.
Beautiful morning to you and yours. It is 5 minutes past 8 a.m. from the studios of Melody 100.7 FM, and my name is Bolabad. I'm welcoming you to another amazing edition of Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. I'll be here from now till 9:55, and you know that we are going to be having a lot to do together, you and I, that is. All right, so we'll check out the weather forecast for today, and also we would then check out the motivation quote for today as well. Okay, so by 8:10 we're checking out the front pages of various Nigerian dailies, and we'll do that for about 20 minutes give or take, and by 8:30 the sports crew will be in the studios. Good, I'm laughing because I said it yesterday, I called it, said honestly I do not rate the Super Eagles, but then I have to banter that with Daniel when he comes into the studios to take us through the world of sports. They'll be doing that for about 20 minutes. And once it is 8:50, I'll be back behind the microphone at 9 a.m. We'll be going straight into the People's Assembly, where we get to talk about things that, is peculiar to us as Nigerians. We'll be having that discussion where you get to join the conversation as well. Okay, so once it is 9:45 today, we'll be rolling over into a Melody Surprise. Yes, where I get to call someone for you, someone celebrating something for you. Okay, so if you have someone you want to celebrate today, by all means, you have to send me the details and the phone number, the name where you're celebrating them for, and your own name much later on the show. All right, now without wasting time, let's go through the weather forecast for today. The temperature right now is about 24 degrees Celsius, and it's looking like it's going to be a hot day today, because the temperature will keep rising to peak at 30 degrees Celsius this afternoon before it starts dropping to the lowest of 24 degrees Celsius much later tonight. Okay, so the highest will be 30 degrees and the lowest will be 24 degrees Celsius. So rather relatively warm day. I mean, it's already getting warm outside while I was coming, though the cold is still somewhere there, but there is a 50% chance of rain falling today. So it's a 50-50, and it's going to be later in the evening into the night. So it's more or less like, if you're outside, please get inside early today, but then it's still a 50% chance it might rain and it might not. Okay, so moving on from that one. Okay, we'll check out the motivation quote for today. The motivation quote for today says, "No one is ahead in life and no one is behind. Everyone is walking their own journey and will reach their destination in their own time." I'll take that again. No one is ahead in life and no one is behind. Everyone is walking their own journey and will reach their destination in their own time. You're wondering how? Now, the phrase actually explains that life is a unique and individual journey, and comparing your progress to others' progress is very pointless, as each person has their own experience, their own individual experiences, their own individual challenges and timeline for achieving goals. So instead of judging yourself as you're behind your peers or you're ahead of your peers, the focus should be on trusting your own pace, your own journey, and embracing your personal growth. Emphasis on personal growth and appreciating the lessons that you learn along the way, because each person's life path is unique with different starting points, different experiences, different challenges designed for their specific growth and development. So there is no universal standard when it comes to a journey in life. So there isn't a single right way or a single timeline to live life. Comparing your own journey to others is like very, very futile and often harmful exercise, because you run into the pressure. You start thinking, sometimes it could be you actually being pompous because you feel like you are ahead. So what do? You have to trust the process. The idea is to trust that your path will lead you to where you are meant to be, even if it differs from other people's journey. So you focus on your personal growth, trust the process, and embrace your own pace. It is acceptable to take your own time and move at your own pace that is right for you, rather than feeling pressured to rush to keep up with everyone else. Okay, so do not forget, the quote for today is: no one is ahead in life and no one is behind. Everyone is walking their own journey and will reach their destination in their own time. Okay, so that is the quote I want you to hold on to when you see people posting up on socials, traveling the world, and you're like, God, I have not left this Ibadan. I mean, everyone actually walks in their own path on their own time, and we get to their destination at their own time, individual time. All right, I'll be heading back to the music now, and this one is Asha and the Cavemen doing Good Times, because trust me, it is coming for you right now.
Show me your friend, tell you how
All right, Asha and the cavemen on that one with good times, actually. Good times, the title. And we're back to it. It is 14 minutes past 8 a.m. from the studios, and this is Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. My name is Bolabad, and we are actually now going to go through the front pages of various Nigerian dailies this morning. Okay, so I have the Guardian newspaper, Vanguard newspaper, The Punch, and Nigerian Tribune this very morning. All right, so we kick off with Nigerian Tribune. We begin from home this morning, and we check out headlines making the rounds. And the first one says Dangote New Peng reach agreement, strike called off. And that story has a writer attached to it, how DSS intervened. And that story is on page 3 of Nigerian Tribune this morning. To another headline, suspension. That is the kicker of this headline. Senate Natasha in fresh drama. And the story has about 3 riders attached to it. Says you can't resume now. NAS tells Kogi Senator. Another rider says site pending appeal court case. And the final rider says PDP kicks Senate overreaching itself, says Adegborua. And the story can be found on page 4 of a Nigerian Tribune this very morning. To another headline, this one says we won't tolerate power supply crisis in tertiary hospitals, says Tinubu. And the story has a writer attached to it. Says 40% functional PHCs in Nigeria lack access to electricity. And that is a statement credited to the report. And that story can be found on page 4 of Nigerian Tribune this morning. FIRS EFCC strengthening alliance to enforce voluntary tax compliance. And the story is on page 6 of Nigerian Tribune this very morning. Experts blame low CNG penetration on high infrastructure cost, insufficient stations, and others. That is on page 3 of Nigerian Tribune this very morning. So another headline, health heart attacks may be triggered by infections. And this is according to a study. And that story can be found on page 13 of Nigerian Tribune this morning. Northern elders urge governors to negotiate with bandits. And that story is on page 3 of Nigerian Tribune this morning. No plan for immediate implementation of 5% fuel tax, says Edu. And the story is on page 6 of Nigerian Tribune this morning. Now moving on to the Punch newspaper, and this first headline reads New Peng suspends strike as Dangote accepts union's demand. And the story is on page 23 of the Punch newspaper this morning. 31 states domestic debt hits 2.57 trillion naira. And the story is on page 23 of the Punch newspaper this morning. 2027 presidency, that is the kick of this headline. Jonathan splits South PDP. And the story is on page 2 of the Punch newspaper this morning. No immediate plan to implement a fuel surcharge, says federal government. And that story is on page 24 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Now to the biggest headline on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Doctors to decide on nationwide strike. And that story has 2 riders attached to it. It says Nods neck meets to review government's response to demand. And NAMED decries $1 billion spending on medical tourism. And another writer says Tinubu restates commitment to health sector transformation, vow to end hospitals' power crisis with hybrid solutions. And that those stories can be found on pages 7 and 29 of the Punch newspaper this very morning. Now moving on to another headline, PDP sands protest as the Senate blocks Natasha's return. And that story is on page 18 of the Punch newspaper this very morning. 5 soldiers, terrorists feared killed in Zamfara clash. And that story is on page 18 of the Punch newspaper this very morning. To another headline, Oshun Kingmakers reject move to dethrone jailed monarch. And that story is on page 29 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Vehicle theft, that is the kick of the story. 3 Nigerians jailed 96 years in Ghana. And that story is on page 4 and 5 of the Punch newspaper this morning. South Africa dead Eagles World Cup hopes after stalemate, and that story is on page 31 of the Punch newspaper this morning. Right, moving on to Vanguard newspaper this morning. Federal government gazettes tax reform laws implementation begins. Of Vanguard newspaper this morning. Gridlock as flash floods take over Lagos roads, paralyze businesses. And the story is on page 7 of Vanguard newspaper this very morning. Moving on to another one, how kidnapped major was rescued in Delta community. And the story is on page 6 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. Now moving on to the biggest headline on the front page of Vanguard newspaper this morning. It says world leaders envoys condemn Israel's attack on Qatar. And that story has a handful of riders attached to it. It says attack, reaction to Monday's Jerusalem shooting, says Netanyahu. And another one says UK Prime Minister distances self from attack. And another one says experts call for de-escalation of crisis. And the final rider says it is a serious situation, says Pope Leo. And all of that can be found on page 5 of Vanguard newspaper this very morning. All right, moving on from that to another headline. New curriculum, that is the kick of this headline. Don't implement in hurry, experts tell federal government. And that story is on page 10 of a Vanguard newspaper this very morning. 2027, that is the kick of this headline. More governors, senators, reps eager to join APC, says Yewaltda. And that story is on page 12 of Vanguard newspaper this very morning. To another headline, Eagles draw against Bafana, sad for Nigerian football, says Apei. And that story is on page 31 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. Tinubu bold reforms proof of political will in executing economic policy, says Vice President Shatima. And that story is on page 9 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. New Peng suspends strike after DSS brokered truce with Dangote. And that story is on page 8 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. Expiration of suspension, that is the kick of this headline. PDP kicks as Senate denies Natasha resumption. And that story is on page 8 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. Now moving on finally to the Guardian newspaper this very morning. This one, the first headline I'll be taking, it says PDP, Labour Party, others flay Senate's move to stop Natasha's resumption. And that story is on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. And this one is saying Delta slashes dialysis costs, expands health reforms. And that story is on page 29 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. To another one, New Peng suspends strike as Dangote agrees to unionize workers. And that story is on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. I'm moving on to the biggest one on the front page of the Guardian newspaper. Federal government under pressure as DMO blames FX global shocks for rising debt. And that story is on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. Nepal on edge as Prime Minister, key ministers resign over alleged graft, social media ban. And that story is on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. Flight delays, disruption, that is the kick of this headline. NCAA summons domestic airlines to Abuja. And that story is on page 5 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Reps fume summon minister over Abuja Kaduna rail derailment. And that story is on page 30 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. And moving on to another headline, no immediate plan to implement 5% fuel tax, says Edu amid pushback from OPS CSOs. And that story is on page 16 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. And to the final headline on the front page of the Guardian, federal government overhauls social register to support over 70 million citizens. And the story is on page 7 rather, page 7 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. And this is as far as we can go, checking out the front pages of various Nigerian dailies this morning. It is back to the music. The time is 8:25 a.m. from the studios. Do not forget, by 8:30, the sports crew will be in the studios to take us through the world of sports. And in the meantime, this is Paradise by Coldplay. Don't forget, today is our Old School Wednesday, so more of old school songs will be coming your way.
Melody 100.7 FM. Stay cool with Melody.
Melody 100.7.
All right, it is 8:30 from the studios, and this is still Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. My name is Bolabad. And Daniel.
I don't know why you're laughing. You're supposed to introduce me. Bring me on. I don't know. It was a draw, not a defeat. It's a draw,
but you
not
people
a
going
defeat.
to World Cup.
We are still going. We still have hopes. We still have faith. I mean, yesterday was hope.
Did you see the headline?
We had hopes.
Bafana dents. You know what I mean of dents?
Right now, the fate is not in our hands. It's
Me,
not ours to
I
decide
said it
again.
yesterday. I was like, Emio, like these people were at home and they played the way they played with Rwanda.
It was actually planned. They didn't give us the best stadium. They took us to a stadium where they know that we won't be able to function very well. They know most of our players are foreign players. They are used to very one standard football.
That was why they scored
So
first.
they took us to a wrong pitch. A pitch even the ball was changing direction. So we have a lot of excuses. We have excuses about.
It's like this. What I'm saying is this. We sure knew the venue ahead of time. It wasn't like it was yesterday that they changed. So what was the coach doing?
It's not about. It's not up to the coach to change the venue.
No, wait. It's like this. You knew the venue. You know what the terrain of the venue looked like. What stops you guys from going ahead and probably training on that field to perfect it? If you are going to use that as an excuse, that is.
Yes, the coach did everything possible. Yesterday, they scored and we scored back. And we did everything.
I like Lujuti.
We were a better side yesterday.
They will not be claiming,
and
I'm the giant of Africa.
We are still giant of Africa.
If I was you.
The women football is what they have today because the men football actually, we made the way for them. Yeah. So before you start saying women are doing better than men, no, it's just a trying time. We are building something.
For how long?
We are building something.
Personally, I don't want to sound unpatriotic, right? But I don't even want Nigeria to go for World Cup. Personally, I don't. It's not a matter of me sounding unpatriotic.
Now we know our enemies.
It's not about
enemies within.
So it's like this. In the past, AFCON, people literally had hypertension. Some people died, if you remember correctly.
Yeah, definitely.
And, prices of jersey went up. Like, why? On top AFCON, that you people did not eventually now win again. So what is not the point? I don't know if you understand. Nigeria Super Eagles, they have this habit of probably qualifying for trying or struggling to qualify. Definitely. And then the first set of matches they actually play in the World Cup or probably AFCON, they'll put in their best. And when you people start shouting like, our head is there.
See what I'm hearing this
morning. They'll just come back home.
See what these boys are making me to hear this morning.
Can you imagine? Super Eagles, I don't understand. See, personally, for a very long time, I've actually not really placed my faith in them for a very, very long time because it's always like the same pattern. Hi. Always the same pattern. Okay. Even if I saw how they played over the weekend, I was like, they cannot win that match in South Africa. Me, personally, I knew that there was no way in hell they would win. Okay. Anyway, aside from dragging Super Eagles, yes, I can do that because I'm a full-blooded Nigerian.
Yeah. It wasn't only Super Eagles that fell yesterday. A lot of giants fell across.
Wall of Jericho fell.
Even Brazil fell yesterday.
Kokomi.
Even Argentina fell yesterday.
It's not me. I'm not Brazilian. I'm not Argentine.
This thing is happening generally in football. It happens to giants. So yesterday we
were talking about Adam not taking responsibility.
It's not about not taking responsibility.
It's about your responsibility and taking.
While you taking responsibility, you also have to. I mean, if something is responsible for let that thing also take responsibility.
No, don't compare yourself to others.
It's just one of those days in office
there was
where
something
you don't
in
get
the
it
air,
right. So
there was something in the air.
We still have a chance. Don't forget, in South Africa, they still have a pending case with FIFA right now.
Even though
ineligible
player is that they dented
so
your hope.
It's possible that
they've actually dented the hope of Nigeria.
Our hopes might be down, but our fates are up now. it's 99% chance, 1% fit.
I need to take responsibility for it. These guys need to buckle up and play better.
At this moment,
that is the cocoa.
At this moment, we have our faith on FIFA penalizing South Africa for what they did. If they penalize them, they will actually take them out of the ticket, and we will find our way into that slot.
Adam.
Yeah.
It's not about dear Adam.
It's what it is.
Don't be pushing blame to other people. Take responsibility for your. They are bad.
It's not that bad.
They are bad.
We don't have Osimhen yesterday. What do you think? What do you think will happen like this? We have Victor Osimhen.
Did you not have Victor Osimhen over the weekend?
Was not. He was in the weekend, but he didn't play the full game because he was injured. They knew they were coming for the guy. They knew exactly what we are able to do with him.
See, I'm done with this conversation because we can go on and on. We can go on and on. But anyway, it is time to talk sport. It is 8:35 and 8:50. I'll be back in the studio. Stick around and keep it locked.
From deep and out. After smashing ball into Martins. Your ball, good ball. It's just out to the far.
Super Eagles, waiting they happen, waiting they share, we want no. Shayna Winch, I've been landing, no matter their plan, no, we go still they fly.
Waiting they happen. What is happening, Super Eagles? What is shelling?
Where you do?
Is it NFF? Is it the South African pitch? Is it Eric Shells? Or the absence of Victor James Osimhen? Well, good morning. Welcome on the Melody Sport Connect on Media FM 100.7. Your sports here is here. It wasn't what we expected yesterday. At the Toyota Stadium in South Africa, the Super Eagles of Nigeria went all in. Open for the maximum 3 point. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Out of 3 points, we managed to get one. And the way it is right now on the table, with that 1 point yesterday, it looks like South Africa is about to punch that ticket for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. But don't give up yet, Nigerians. Don't give up yet. It is not over until it's over. Our hopes may be down right now, but our faith is high. Our hopes may be down, but the faith is high. The chances of Super Eagles of Nigeria qualifying for the next World Cup is now very, very slim. And before yesterday match, it was very slim. But after that game yesterday, it became very, 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 and very slim. Winning our culture now.
Because some management can so they Liberia, Sudan, and even small Syria. They give one Goliath for David like Nigeria. But thank God.
All right, now before we thank God, let me tell you, of course, that the former Super Eagles coach, and this is the last man, of course, that took the Super Eagles of Nigeria to the last World Cup in 2018.
And today, now let us rewind to 1980.
So we're getting raw.
When started the show,
yesterday, managed to, of course, crush Lesotho. 4-0. And he's getting his hopes high right now, as he's saying we can still beat South Africa, of course, and qualify for the World Cup. Benin Republic head coach Gene Roa has expressed belief that his team can still topple leaders Bafana of South Africa and qualify by 2026 FIFA World Cup. Roa and his side gave their qualification a huge boost by thrashing Lesotho 4-0 yesterday night. That win means Benin Republic now on the 14 points, reclaiming their second place spot, and got South Africa lead to 3 points with 2 matches left to play. speaking in a post-match presser, Kenneth Ross said, everything goes well. We are on level point with South Africa. We should lose 3 points according to regulations because of that player that wasn't eligible to play. So if I don't understand, I understand why FIFA hasn't made a decision yet, but it's very clear. The Eagles regulations are very, very clear on these. At that point, we will be level with South Africa, and anything is still possible. That's coming from, of course, Benin Republic manager. Now, the same slot Nigeria is praying, and the same thing we are open for. Benin Republic is open for it, because while we get a draw yesterday, they got a win, an emphatic win for that matter. So for Nigerians right now, we are getting their calculator, trying to calculate, trying to permutate, trying to see how we're going to even do it. What's the chances? Okay. The only way Nigeria gets to go to the World Cup now is miracle. Let me first tell you that. The only way the Super Eagles of Nigeria get to go to the World Cup now is miracles. We've got 2 games to play, and even if we win the 2 games at hand, all we will still have is to hope and pray that FIFA gets to penalize South Africa. And South Africa still goes on to at least lose a game. That mathematics is not mathematics. It's not ticking in my head. So this is the fate. This is the situation. Fellow Nigerians, how are you feeling about this? Well, they let us down yesterday. And reacting to the game yesterday, the Super Eagles coach, Eric Shells himself, at the presser after the game, he said the Super Eagles can still qualify for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Where is that coming from? I'm sure it's coming from faith. And Super Eagles head coach Eric Shells believes that his team can still earn a berth at the 2026 FIFA World Cup, despite failing to beat Bafana of South Africa yesterday. And of course, Chile battled a 1-1 draw with South Africa at the Toyota Stadium on Tuesday night. And the results, of course, put a dent on Nigerians' chances of securing the place at the Global Soccer Fiesta. And the Super Eagles remain in the 3rd position of Group C with 11 points from 8 games, 6 points behind leaders South Africa. And Eric Shells declared that they won't give up in their fight to qualify for the Club World Cup, FIFA World Cup. And of course, in his statement, he said, "My players are professionals, and I know they will still want to win the remaining 2 games." That's coming from Eric Shells. He said, "A lot can happen over the next 1 month, but before that, we will have to analyze our performance tonight, of course, which is not going to be easy." The Super Eagles will be away at Lesotho when, of course, the next by September, and of course, that is towards the ending of this month, and they will also host, of course, the Squirrels of Benin Republic in the final game, of course, of the qualifiers next month. So right now, for us to stand a chance, we need to make sure we do. I don't even know. I don't even want to be doing the permutation again in my head. 6 points behind South Africa. Ojolo. In our Benin Republic are ahead of us. The only way forward now to thrash Lesotho very well. And make sure when Benin Republic comes to Nigeria, we give them more than thrashing.
Whether you call him Kanu Abina,
Whether you call him Lukman Ademola or you call him Doluwaro Kodare, even if it is Stanley Nwabali, all we care about is make sure you get Nigeria the way to the World Cup. Of course, a lot of games went down yesterday. In case you are wondering, this is not only about Nigeria. A lot of mighty men fell yesterday. I tell you. A quick one of all the countries that have been eliminated right now from the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualification race. Don't forget, more than 80 countries have failed, of course, in their quest to secure the qualifications for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And this comes following the conclusion of the September World Cup qualifiers they played across the globe. In African zone, about 18 nations have failed, of course, their quest to secure the next World Cup tickets after recording lowest point in their different groups. And among this country, we have Congo, we have Chad, Djibouti, Ethiopia, Eswatini, Zimbabwe, Kenya, Lesotho, Mauritania, Mauritius, Sao Tome, Seychelles, Somalia, South Sudan, Gambia, Togo, Burundi, Central African Republic. And here are the nations, of course, that has been officially eliminated from the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Nigeria is still yet to be in that list. That shows that, of course, we still have a very slim chances. And here are, of course, nations that have been eliminated from the 2026 World Cup qualifiers globally after September round. Now, globally, listen to this list. Globally, Togo, Pakistan, Thailand, Gambia, Timor-Leste, Tonga, Turkmenistan, Turks, Lycos Iceland, US Virgin Island, Vanuatu, Vietnam, Yemen, Zimbabwe, Afghanistan, America, Selma, Philippines, Puerto Rico, Samoa, Sao Tome, Seychelles, Somalia, Singapore, Solomon Island, South Sudan, Sri Lanka, St. Kitts, St. Lucia, St. Vincent, Syria, and Tahiti. Others included, of course, Aruba, Bahamas, Bangladesh, British Island, Burundi, Cambodia, Cayman Island, Central African Republic, Chad, Chile, China, Chinese appeal, Congo, Cuba, Djibouti, Dominica, Ethiopia. And the remaining are Eswatini, Fiji, Gibraltar, India, Kenya, Korea, Kuwait, Lesotho, Lebanon, Malaysia, Maldives, Guinea, Peru, and Palestine. Here are the teams that are officially out of the World Cup qualifications. Of course, it's still good, still very good feelings. I will give you a result of matches that went down yesterday. A lot of matches in Africa here, in Europe, in South America. And by the time I'm done with this result, you will see that it's not only about Nigeria yesterday. A lot of mighty men fell in the qualifying stage yesterday. But like we say, it is not over until it's over. And why I say that is because until the final match, anything can still happen. My dear people of Nigeria, please keep the faith. Keep the faith alive. Hope alive. Gone are the days of this man. Finidi. Agawa. Taribo. Nwanko. Okoja. Can we say the same thing of the boys right now at the Super Eagles of Nigeria? And of course, result of matches that were played yesterday. Ukraine played a 1-1 draw at Azerbaijan. France defeated Iceland by 2-1. Armenia defeated Ireland by 2-1. Portugal defeated Hungary by 3-2. Cristiano Ronaldo was still on target that match. Austria defeated Bosnia by 2-1. Romania played a 2-2 draw with Cyprus. Norway defeated Moldova by not just 1 goal, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8, not 9, not 10, but 11-1. Abba. Manchester City striker Erling Haaland was on target, about 5 goals to the man yesterday. England defeated Serbia by 5-0. Sierra Leone defeated in Africa. Sierra Leone defeated Ethiopia by 2-0. Burkina Faso. Yeah, Nigeria. What happened? Burkina Faso, of course, played a goalless draw at Egypt. Senegal defeated DR Congo in a game that ended very bad. Right there, the fans of Congo were very furious at the end of the game. They destroyed the stadium, vandalized everywhere, because they were not happy that their side here, Congo, threw away the 2 goals lead and got defeated by Senegal. 3 goals from behind right there. Togo defeated Sudan by 1 goal to 0. And in the early hours of this morning, in the South America, Argentina lost it. Got defeated by Ecuador by 1 goal to 0. Brazil, of course, got defeated by Bolivia by 1 goal to 0. Chile and Uruguay played goalless draw. Paraguay got defeated, of course. Paraguay defeated Peru by 1 goal to 0. Venezuela, of course, defeated Colombia by 3 goals to 0. Don't worry, when we come in the evening on the cruise show by 6 p.m., we will look more into yesterday's game and some of the games, of course, that has gone down. Stick with Melody 100.7 FM. Until then, I'll hand you over to the rest of that morning show, Melody Sunrise. I'm yours, nice and faithful, Daniel Adiem. Your sports here is saying, see you later.
Even the rest, them here from Nigeria, we know the shade. Super Eagles know the shade. Game of soccer, now them they rain. For game of soccer, them know they shake. A mistake today, a better tomorrow. Now them they pull the biggest surprises in the game of soccer. You cannot predict them, and even the world they bow for the ghost. Nigeria bound for the fire. Now walk up we may go. This not the very big one. Super Eagles shine your eye, now winning their own. Who no, Super Eagles
Super Eagles gyration right there, and Daniel begged me to let the song play actually, because left to me, what are we gyrating about? Anyway, we're back to it. It is 8:55 a.m. from the studios of Melody 100.7 FM. And my name is Bolabad. How's it going? Okay, so it is time to actually give you a hint of what we'll be talking about, today in the People's Assembly. In about 5 more minutes, we'll be having a conversation where you will get to actually talk to me as well or contribute as well. All right, so basically we'll be looking at petrol again today. Yes, because it seems like there is a lot of conversation surrounding petroleum, surrounding pricing, surrounding distribution and everything. And we'll be looking at them one after the other. I know yesterday we spoke about Dangote and New Peng going head to head, and between just Monday and yesterday there was fuel scarcity. Even though the strike has been called off right now, that is the update. We'll be looking at that briefly, and also we'll be looking at something that the federal government is saying they're going to be doing come January 2026. And a lot of people have actually said, oh no, this would actually just cram down on the masses and everything. But the federal government has actually come out to defend it yesterday, saying, calm down, we're not doing it now. It's not like we're not still going to do it, but we're not doing that. Your reaction is too fast. You reacted too fast. But we'll be talking about that much later on the show during where we are inside of the People's Assembly. So just to give you a hint of things thing we'll be talking about. So yeah, taking a breather right now. And this one is Airplane Mood by Fiber DML. And the People's Assembly comes up by 10 a.m. Stick around.
Yeah, yeah. Oh. So many things where they bother, man. Stress from friends and family and brother, man. Man living like an animal. When a problem goes, life comes with another one. But I'm a god, I'm a stronger man. I be different breed, my kind no be number one. I'm not trying to be the number one. So many legends there, I'm just trying to be another one. But sometimes it be like say I want my out. All the pressure and the wahala. It be like say I don't tire. Sometimes it be like say I want my out. All the pressure and the wahala. I just wanna be alone. I don't wanna see no message on my phone. Nothing they do me, you should know. I just feel like I should do this on my own. I just wanna be. If no be love, na money palava. If no be stress, na woman and drama. Competition, people they para. Too much beef when I no be malam. Now God they do, I'm not be my power. Grace na coco, the talents na jara. So I lock myself inside my yara. Go down on my knees and I call on Baba. But sometimes it be like say I want my house. All the pressure and the wahala. It be like say I'm tired. Sometimes it be like say I want my house. All the pressure and the wahala. I just wanna be alone. I don't wanna see no message on my phone. Nothing they do me, you should know. I just feel like I should do this on my own. I just wanna be alone. I don't wanna see no message on my phone.
This is a journey into music and sound.
Hey people, this is Aramide.
What's up? My name is J1.
Yo, my name is K-Switch. Center.
Credible right here.
Hey, yo, this is LKT.
Hey football on here. Hi, my name is Niniola.
Hi, Abasa Konde, the Paramount King of Music.
Yeah, one of my people, they call me Q-Dog.
It is your favorite boy, Sean Teaser.
It's your boy, Seriki.
And yo, it's your boy, Jide Crystal. And you're listening to Melody 100.7 FM.
Don't touch that dial. It's absolute music on 100.
Don't go nowhere because I love you.
Let's go. Just tune to Melody 100.7 FM. Still cool with Melody. From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 9 a.m.
So we're back to it. It is a minute past 9 a.m. From the studios of Melody 100.7 FM. A beautiful morning to you and yours. All right, so this is the People's Assembly, and this is Melody 100.7 FM. Okay, and this is the Melody Sunrise. My name is Bolabad, and we are about to have a conversation as Nigerians and, the plans that the federal government has for Nigerians, you and I, so to say. All right, so news broke last week. I remember that this news broke last week, sometime towards the end of last week, talking about the surcharge that'll be coming up on regarding the petrol price that we'll be buying petrol come next year. But the thing is, before I go into the conversation and breaking it down, for the benefit of those listening for the first time, Melody Sunrise airs every weekday from Monday to Friday on Melody 100.7 FM. And once it is 9 a.m., there is a segment on Melody Sunrise called The People's Assembly. It's kind of like a parliament setting where I, or my finest, would be serving in the capacity of the Honorable Speaker of the House, just like any parliament. And then you would be serving in the capacity of the Honorable of the House. And just like every parliament, I'll be bringing a conversation or discussion or matter to the floor and, opening the floor for you, the Honorable, to have your say, your 2 cents, and say what you want to say regarding this conversation. And the conversation at hand today will be that of the petrol surcharge, or should I say tax, on PMS come next year. Okay, so basically a lot of people have been saying a lot about it. Some are saying, oh, if you buy a fuel of 5,000 naira, you pay 500 naira. No, I am here to tell you that it's just 5%. So if you're buying a fuel worth 500 naira, come next year, sometime next year, you'll be paying 250 naira on a 5,000 naira fuel that you buy. That is the idea behind this. But I'm going to break it down because I'm going to tell you what you need to know about the federal government's 5% tax on petrol and diesel come next year. Okay, so Nigeria is Africa's biggest oil producer. That is not even a contest. It is a fact. And they've actually introduced a 5% surcharge on petrol and diesel sales, a measure that has sparked debates amongst citizens, businesses, and policy analysts. Now, the levy is actually part of the newly signed Nigeria Tax Administration Act, one of 4 tax reforms signed into law by President Bola Tinubu on June 26th, 2025. Now, the regulation requires that the surcharge be applied to every supply or sale of refined fossil fuel products in Nigeria, whether locally produced or imported into the country with the money collected at the point of sale. So cleaner fuels such as renewables, household kerosene, cooking gas, LPG, and compressed and natural gas are exempted. But diesel and petrol, yeah, they're going to be affected. Now, is this levy really new? Not entirely new, right? Because legal experts note that 5% fuel surcharge has been embedded in Nigerian law for nearly about 2 decades, that is 20 years. It appeared under the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, that is FAMA Act of 2007, which mandated that a levy be paid on fuel sales to fund road maintenance. Now, the 5% petrol surcharge is not new. It has been in our law since 2007 under FAMA Act, said a corporate lawyer, Chima Amanda, in a tweet on X, right? So the problem is it was never really enforced back then, and which is why most people don't know it exists or existed before this time. Now, so what the new tax laws have done is to reintroduce it as part of harmonizing all tax laws in Nigeria. So for those saying that, oh, it is Bola, Tinubu coming up with a fresh idea to actually, the thing is, it has been in our, law for a very, very long time, but it was not implemented. But in 2016, however, Business Day actually reported that the Senate directed the then Petroleum Product Pricing Regulatory Agency, PPPRA, now the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, NMDPRA, to remit 634 billion naira to farmer. Now, the sum represented what the agency should have collected as 5% fuel surcharge between 2007 and 2015. Now, in effect, what the Tinubu administration has done is not to create fresh tax, but to revive a dormant provision that has never been systematically enforced. So when will this take effect? Speculation has been rife that Nigerians will begin paying the levy from January 2026, but this is not accurate. The Act clearly states that the Minister of Finance must announce the commencement date through a government gazette before enforcement can begin. So for now, there is no extra 500 naira tax on every 10,000 naira fuel purchase. So it actually is that when it changes, the government will have to announce it first. So the position was echoed by Taiwo Oyedele, who is the chairman of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms, who stressed that enforcement will only begin once Finance Minister Wale Edun issues an official order. So what is in the law is that this surcharge will take effect on a date in the future based on an order to be released by the Minister of Finance. We know the minister is responsible enough to determine when it is appropriate to do so, says Oyedele, as explained in a video released by the State House. So what the law actually says, the relevant provision of the Nigeria Tax Administration Act spells out how the levy will work, because Section 159 or Section 159 says a 5% surcharge is imposed on chargeable fossil fuel product provided or produced in Nigeria to be collected at the time of supply or time of sale. Section 160 or 160 says the surcharge is calculated based on the retail price of petrol and diesel. Section 161 says the Minister of Finance must publish the commencement date in the official gazette before collection begins, and Section 162 says the surcharge does not apply to kerosene, LPG, CNG, or renewable energy sources. So this framework effectively harmonizes the FAMA Act provision into a broader national tax system, placing responsibility for collection and administration in the hands of the Federal Inland Revenue Services, FIRS. Now, why does this matter in the first place? The surcharge comes at a particular sensitive time for Nigerians, no doubt, because the removal of the decades-old fuel subsidy in 2023 tripled the prices of petrol overnight, causing fueling inflation, eroding household incomes, and since then, transport fares and the cost of goods have actually skyrocketed. So many Nigerians now fear that once implemented, this levy will further increase a living cost. Opposition voices have been quick to criticize the move, as Peter Obi, the former Anambra governor and Labour Party leader, described the new law as poorly timed. Says Nigerians will pay 5% tax when buying their everyday fuel and diesel at a time when millions can hardly even afford the cost of transportation. That was the statement credited to Peter Obi. Now, consumer groups also worry that the surcharge could worsen inflationary pressures as well, and particularly since diesel is widely used in Nigeria for powering businesses and transportation of goods. All right, so in the word, they said this is a policy that will reverberate across every sector from food distribution to manufacturing, said Lagos-based economist Tunde Agwola. Now, the government, however, argues that the levy is a necessary step to fund infrastructure. According to Oyedele, the revenue will be earmarked for transport infrastructure projects, which could eventually reduce logistic costs and, in theory, lower prices for goods and services. In his words, he says the idea is to dedicate this revenue to reducing the cost of transportation items and logistics, thereby helping to reduce inflation for Nigerians. That was the explanation. So the bigger picture is this. For the Tinubu administration, the fuel levy forms part of broader tax reforms aimed at simplifying Nigeria's notorious complex tax system and boosting the government revenue. So the government has, committed to increasing its tax to GDP ratio, which currently, lags behind the African average of around 16%. Yet the challenge remains political as much as economic, as implementing new taxes in a country grappling with double-digit inflation, currency depreciation, and widespread poverty is fraught with risks. But still, a lot of Nigerians don't want to have it, as the OPS yesterday rejected 5% fuel surcharge and TUC threatened to go on strike, as a matter of fact, if it was not reversed under 48 hours, because the Trade Union Congress has threatened to call a nationwide strike within 2 hours if the federal 2 weeks rather if the federal government fails to scrap the proposed 5% tax on petroleum product. Also, the organized private sector has rejected the move by the government to introduce 5% surcharge on fuel, stressing that it will worsen inflation nationwide if implemented. The announcement by the Trade Union Congress came after days of speculation that the surcharge could take effect in January 2026. So the rumor quickly set off public anxiety, sent panic around the country that what would happen when the changes in fuel pricing come, and wouldn't it trigger unrest, and wouldn't it make life really, really worse for Nigerians, so to say. So the TUC warned that it had begun mobilizing its affiliates, state councils, and allied groups, including civil society organization and professionals association, student unions, market leaders, and faith-based groups for a total nationwide resistance, is what they called it, if the government pressed ahead with the levy. Now, what is the federal government saying on the other hand? Now, Wale Edun, who happens to be the Minister of Finance, is saying that, you know what, this thing is not going to be implemented now, right? So all of this reaction, it is not necessary. Okay, so in his words, the federal government says has no immediate plan to implement the 5% petroleum product tax as contained in the Tax Administration Act 2025. Now, the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun, stated this at a press briefing in Abuja just yesterday. The tax has generated widespread anger amongst Nigerians, no doubt, with organized labor and OPS actually giving the government an ultimatum to step it down or face industrial action. Meanwhile, the chairman of Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms, Taiwo Oyedele, said the proposed fuel surcharge intended to generate a dedicated fund for Nigeria's deteriorating roads, not to add extra strains on household. And I'm asking a question: where will the money come from? From outside Nigeria or from the households in Nigeria? However, though, Mr. Wale Edun says he has described the surcharge as a long-standing provision introduced under the Federal Road Maintenance Agency, that is the FREMA Act, which I stated earlier, as far back as 2007. It is not a new tax measure created by the Tinubu administration. In his words, he said it is important to make this distinction. The inclusion of the surcharge in the 2025 Nigeria Tax Administration Act does not mean an automatic introduction of new tax. It doesn't mean fresh taxation automatically. There is a whole formal process involved, and as of today, no order has been issued. None is being prepared. There is no plan. There is no immediate plan to implement any surcharge. This government is fully aware of the economic pressures of the time and will not take decisions that will make things even burdensome. Our priority is to strengthen tax governance, block revenue leakages, and improve efficiency rather than just levy new taxes, charges, and costs. So the fuel tax was designed to finance road maintenance and meant to be shared between the federal government and states on a 40%, 60% basis. And it also allayed fears that the new tax laws, which implementation has been scheduled to commence from January 1st, 2026, would increase the suffering of Nigerians. So over to you now, my beloved honorable in the House. Do you think that the reaction of the OPS and TUC is maybe too soon, and that, you know, they should actually just wait until this actually comes into implementation? Or you think now that they are talking and saying it should be reversed, the government should set it aside, don't even bring it to the forefront, don't even bring it, because a lot of people are saying we don't know when we would recover from this economic hardship, and the fact that there is a tax right there lurking that we don't even know when it will be implemented is causing anxiety and further anxiety for people of Nigeria, or for the people of Nigeria. What is your take? Do you think the OPS and TUC are reacting too soon and that this might not even get implemented, or you're standing by what the OPS and the TUC is saying that don't even bring it up? We don't even want to hear it. Step it down, remove it, take it off, because we don't even, as Nigerians, we don't want to hear it. Is it that you step it down, you take it out, or we'll shut down the entire country? 07055071007 or 07025201007, 07025201007 or 07055071007. We're talking about the plan for the surcharge on petroleum products, talking about diesel and petrol. It won't affect CNG, it won't affect LPG, and it won't affect renewable, products, but petrol and diesel will be affected when this does come into implementation. What is your take? Are you standing for the TUC, or you're standing for the federal government on this? That this has been in the works since 2007. You shouldn't be blaming us for bringing up a new rule. It is what has been on ground, and the tax reform is just bringing all the tax laws together so we can be able to implement them rightly. I lost that call. Try calling me back. 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007, 07025 201 007. Who are you standing for this beautiful morning, Honorable? Call me up, and once you're introducing yourself, you introduce yourself as the Honorable of the House. So your name would be Honorable, and then your name and your location will be your constituency, okay? So if I were to call in, I'd say my name is Honorable Bolabad, calling from Basharu constituency. The OPS has rejected the 5% surcharge on petroleum, or proposed actually, and the TUC is also threatening to go on nationwide strike. Total shutdown is what they call it, or they're calling it. What do you think? Do you think they're reacting a little bit too soon? Because the federal government is saying we're not even implementing this now. Why are you reacting now? Okay, and they're saying they would not even implement it if the economy is not to a very large extent stable. Are you trusting the government to do what is right for Nigerians, or you're standing by the TUC and the OPS this morning regarding the 5% taxing on petroleum product, on petrol and diesel come very soon, or probably in the nearest future? 07055 071 007 07055 071 007 07025 201 007. Those are the numbers to either call me upon or to send messages to me on. Let me know what your take is on the situation at hand. 07055 071 007. Hello. Hello, good morning. Hello, Honorable, good morning. All right, so call me back 07055 071 007. Do not forget, when you are calling in, make sure to stay away from your radio set. Hello, good morning.
Honorable Speaker, good morning.
Good morning, Honorable. Your name and where you're calling from?
Iwale is my name.
Good to have you, Honorable Iwale. Let's have your take.
Well, concerning that 5% tax, for your analysis, if I can get you right, that law has been dormant for long.
For a very long time, since 2007.
Since 2007.
Yes.
But yet to be activated. Now, who government is trying to activate it.
Yes.
But my point is this. Since that 2007, is that law in use, or have they implemented it on the ground deducting money? Because from your analysis again, I heard that the Senate, we are asking the finance to remit a certain amount of money
from the coffers, of the government. But now they're trying to implement it and make it so that it is going to be coming from the sales of the petroleum charge, not from the coffers of the government anymore.
Okay. Meaning that it is the populace that will bear the burden now.
Definitely.
Meaning that the price of fuel, at the point of say, will now be jacked up.
Yes, sir. So, yes, sir.
No, I'm not supporting to that.
You're not supporting?
Already the pay is there already. They want to inflict another pay. Meaning that the pump price being by at the rate of 850 or 8 whatever. Now with the jack up to 900.
No, not necessarily like that. That is not how it works. You know, when you go to supermarkets right now and you buy certain goods, there are some supermarkets that will give you a breakdown, because you pick something from the shelf and you see that it's 1,000 naira, and when you check your receipts, you see that it is more than 1,000 naira. So that is how it is going to work. So the pump price is still going to remain at what it is right now. So it is on the amount of the fuel that you buy that the tax will be removed. So say you buy a tax of 5,000 naira, you would have to pay 250 naira as tax on that 5,000 naira fuel that you buy.
Anyway, if it is not going to affect the price of fuel that I'm going to buy,
it is going to affect it, but not directly.
It will affect the liters.
It won't affect the liter. It won't affect the liter.
It will just, okay, for instance, now 10 liters is 8,500.
Yes, sir.
Now I gave 8,500 to the petrol attendant.
You have to give more.
Hey, that is where I'm going.
Yes, you have to give more.
Now, instead of 8,500, meaning that it will be 8,006 or 8,007.
Yes, sir.
How come? That increment from millions of people, you know how it amounted to?
We're trying to, the federal government is trying to use that money to maintain the roads and all of that, yes.
Without adding pain to the populace, what they do, whatever they want to do. This government now, wow. God will help us.
Amen.
Continue, sir. Continue. That is the first agenda on the table today. Keep it up, sir. Keep it up, man.
Thank you so much for calling, Honorable Iwale. 07055 007 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Those are the numbers to either call me upon or to send messages to me on. You can also head to Facebook and drop your comments. We're streaming live on Facebook. Head to Facebook and drop your comments. Let me know what your take is. Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Hello, good morning, ma.
Good morning, Honorable. Your name and where you're calling from?
It's my Honorable Ruth calling from Malakia.
Good to have you on the show this morning, ma. Let's have your take.
Okay. You know, the 5% fuel tax,
Mm-hmm.
this time that the economic is being shambles, is really out of place. And it will really affect the common man. So I will just urge the federal government to recline their decision in the interest of the people. So, and I will urge them, they should please allow the economy to be stable.
So you don't have a problem with the tax. It is just the timing that you have a problem with.
Yeah, so the timing is very bad.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Honorable Ruth. Have a great day ahead of you. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Call me up or send messages. Let me know what your take is regarding this conversation at hand. We're looking at the 5% surcharge on petrol and diesel that is being proposed. There are a lot of people are worried about, the timing, but the federal government is saying we're not even implementing it now. So why are you talking now, right? 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Hello, good morning, Honorable. Hello, good morning, Honorable. All right, do call me back, please. 07055 071 007. Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
My name is Bolabad. I am calling from Mojo constituency.
Good to have you on the show this morning. Let's have your take real quick.
Yeah. So as regards the 5% tax that will be removed from petroleum, it's not what we need at the moment.
But it is not coming right now.
Even if, my sister, even if I could remember when the president was sworn in. Before, when he was campaigning, where it started from, I think where it caught people's attention was when he said, meaning go and put your mind at rest, the price of fuel will come down. Now, we wanted something like that. But immediately he was sworn in, what did he say? Subsidy has been removed. And that issue of petroleum, we are still on till now. Everything we're going through, the inflation and the hardship boils down to this hike in price of petroleum. So why does he want to remove why the tax again? Does he want to collect our blood?
No, the thing is, this tax has been in the law since 2007. It is not a new one. It is just going to be implemented now. It wasn't implemented then. It has been in our laws since 2007.
Okay, it's maybe right thing at the wrong time. It might be right, but the timing is very, very wrong. Nigerians are going through a lot at the moment. It shouldn't add to what we are going through. That's my point.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Damlola. 07055 071 007 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007 07025 201 007. Let me know what your take is. We're talking about the 5% surcharge on, should I say the proposed 5% surcharge on petroleum products, that is petrol and diesel. It is not going to affect LPG or CNG, but it's going to affect petrol and diesel whenever it gets implemented. Now, it is not going to affect the pump price. I need you to understand that. I was explaining something earlier that when you go to some supermarket, there's a particular supermarket that actually does a great job. I don't think I've actually bought anything from another supermarket that does a breakdown like that. So on your receipt, when you check your receipt, you see the price of the actual product, the actual price of the product that you bought, and then they will calculate the tax that you paid on that particular product and then give you the final amount you paid. So that is how it is going to work for petrol when this actually gets implemented as well. Hello, good morning, Honorable. Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from, please? Good to have you this morning. All right, let's have your take.
You see, on this issue of 5% tax that the federal government is about to place on fuel, again, I think like trying to drain the blood of Nigerians in the name of the minimum wages that has been increased. Because already we're clamoring that the minimum wages don't spend for the needs of family people, even individuals. Because someone wants to really calculate how much he or she spends on feeding in a day, please, not be here. But on the other hand, involved in coping under the grace of God. So for me, I would have urged that the federal government should please be considerate. Enough of this tax, and it's being so rampant these days that aside from this tax that they're about to implement now, before you know it, they will introduce another tax again. So meaning that everything we are going to be consuming in Nigeria has to go on tax. And how much is the minimum wages? How much is the pay we earn? And it's not like even those that are even in business, that's entrepreneurs or investors, it's not like they are really earning this pay. I mean, they are really doing well in their business or are being empowered by the federal government, really like that. So they should really be considerate with the masses. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead of you. 07055 071 007 07055 071 007 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Let me know what your take is. You can call me up or send messages. 07025 201 007. We have about 5 more minutes to have this conversation. So call me up or send messages. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. The TUC and OPS are actually kicking against it, saying if they don't reverse it, if they don't drop it, there's going to be the motherload of a strike. It's going to be a nationwide shutdown. And, the federal government is saying, we are not implementing it now. So why do you want to be reacting the way you're reacting? While a lot of Nigerians are saying it is valid, some are saying, let us just wait, but do not implement it now when the economy is bad. All right, let me know what your take is. 07055 071 007. Are you trusting in what the federal government is saying? Or you're standing with the OPS and TUC saying, take it down. We don't even want to hear it. Take it down, or else we'll go on strike. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. All right, and let me know what your take is. All right, so we have about 4 more minutes and then we'll wrap up this conversation. So call me up now or send messages. And now let me know what your take is. Do you think it's a right thing to do but a wrong time to do it? Or you think altogether it is wrong? Don't do it. Don't just do it. Don't implement it now. Don't implement it in the future. Don't implement it ever. 07055 071 007 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Let me know what your take is. All right. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your take is. Are you standing with the government, or you are saying that they should just stick it out? You're standing with OPS and TUC, calling for strike and everything. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. You can also head to Facebook and drop your comment. Let me know what your take is. Drop your comment on Facebook at Melody 100.7 FM. Melody 100.7 FM. Melody 100.7 FM. That is the handle. Let me know what your take is regarding this conversation at hand. 07055 071 or 07025 201 007. Call me up or send messages. We have 3 more minutes to have this conversation. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. What is your take? What do you think about the 5% surcharge that is being said to be implemented on petroleum, petroleum products in Nigeria? 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Call me up or send messages. And we're wrapping up the conversation right now. And a big thank you to every single person that called in, tried to call in, but couldn't get into the studios. And, the People's Assembly returns tomorrow, God willing. And we would then be having another conversation tomorrow, but it's just going to be with Finest. So we'll be heading back to the music, and this one is Nothing Day, Kiss Daniel, coming through by 9:45. Let's not forget, Melody Surprise will be eating the airwaves, where you get to tell me who you want to celebrate, and I'll be celebrating the person with you. All you have to do is to send me a message with their names, their phone numbers, and what you're celebrating them for, and your own name too. And I'll be calling them live on air to celebrate them with you. Nothing Day, Kiss Daniel, coming through. Stick around.
Nothing day.
If I use one track to blow your mind away.
Nothing day.
If I step on stage and people start to wait.
Nothing day.
If I buy my father brand new Prado.
Nothing day.
If I carry my mother shop for Monaco. Anything you they do, they must to talk Koshineke. I cooler raza, they must to shop Koshineke. Where are you good, oh? Where are you bad, I don't know. La vida loca, I come around. What have I done? Where I go wrong? Give me more share. Let me go, Sherry. What have I done? Where I go wrong? Give me more share. Let me go, Sherry. What have I done? Choose to pay for each and every one.
Nothing day.
If I'm still single at 30 or 31.
Nothing day.
If I'm not in my neighbor, if you never been there.
Nothing day.
If I'm married, I will go to the party. Anything you they roll, they must stop off for Shineke. Toba don't lata tutu rari me. Where are you good, oh? Where are you bad, I know. La vida loca, I come around. What have I done? Where I go wrong? Give me more share. Let me go, Sherry. What have I done? Where I go wrong? Give me more share. Let me go, Sherry. What have I done?
Melody FM 100.7. Melody FM 100.7. Melody FM 100.7.
All
100.7 FM.
Yeah. Go. I pull up her mother's eye, she be trophy daughter. Mommy raised her, daddy never dropped the dollar. Daddy ran away, didn't want to have a child. Mommy wasn't ready, still remember how she cried. But time flies, all I want is in the past life. Shalati my short, but body to the large size. She just collect law degree for Unilag. First class in the back, make her mommy to the brag. She went to be an intern for her uncle. Just a little hustle before she go to law school. My daughter, the Lord will be your muscle. I'm a Jesus, mommy knows she love the gospel. But Uncle Peter Agbaya, I like you. One late night became wild in the sitting room. Uncle, please stop, shh, be silent. Uncle didn't stop till he broke the hymen. Am I a fool? I don't go astray. Am I a victim of my circumstance? I'm a lua biti bossa waye, and now I'm feeling like I don't lost my way. Am I a fool? I don't go astray. Am I a victim of my circumstance? I'm a lua biti bossa waye, and now I'm feeling like I don't lost my way. I be child of the world. I don't become a child of the world. I be child of the world. I don't become a child of the world. I be child of the world. I don't become a child of the world. I be child of the world. I don't become a child of the world. Yeah, she don't they look for that thing she did resist before. She never had a daddy figure, so she need the love. Uncle Peter don't create the beast, he can't tame the stuff. She like make you rough, she can't have enough. She met some ladies where go like rub shoulder on some quick business with a high turnover. Say if you ride stick, you go ride Range Rover. Aristo Sure you want be stakeholder. Now be sugar daddy loving every day. She know they get the pay. If you get the dollar, spend the cake. No they negotiate. She's in deep her whole life, don't deteriorate. Many bellies she don't get, she don't terminate. Queen runs get, she don't get any competition. Go me no senator, she's giving every politician. Somebody tell them say the consequences, no they likely. Until she tested positive to HIV. Am I a fool? I don't go astray. Am I a victim of my circumstance? I'm a lua biti bossa waye, and now I'm feeling like I don't lost my way. Am I a fool? I don't go astray. Am I a victim of my circumstance? I'm a lua biti bossa waye, and now I'm feeling like I don't lost my way. I'm a child of the world. I don't become a child of the world. I be child of the world. I don't become a child of the world. I be child of the world. I don't become a child of the world. I be child of the world. I don't become a child of the world. She promised not to disappoint, I guess she broke her vow. She let herself go, she let mommy down. But she go fight to defeat that depression. As long as she's alive, she can still find redemption. She's getting people sensitized about the virus. She's now hoping that her story might inspire us. Don't be like me, help me tell the young ones. Don't come to realize it after you're long gone. Please, don't be a fool now, don't go astray. Don't be a victim of your circumstance. I'm a lua be my boss, yeah. I didn't know when I lost my way. Please, don't be a fool, don't go astray. Don't be a victim of your circumstance. I'm a lua be my boss, yeah. Please, I didn't know when I lost my way. I'm a child of the world. I just became a child of the world. I be child of the world. I don't become a child of the world. Child of the world. I just became a child of the world, child of the world. I don't become a child of the world.
It's okay, hype media.
Melody 100.7 FM.
You, me, I did my lane. It's not by grace, I dey run my race. Jejely, oh, me I dey my lane. I know they complain, so may nobody come stress me, cause I'm on a peace of mind. Nice job, I'm a nice job, peace of mind. Nice job, nice job, my brother.
With ease, don't say easy come, fly, but steady catching my drift. Cause problem no they finish, so I'm choosing my peace, stacking my cheese, blessing my peace. Me I know they look, nobody face. Me I know they run, nobody run. Since I just start to tell you, wait till I badger, I don't see you go no say. Jejely, oh, me I dey my lane. It's not by grace, I dey run my race. Jejely, oh, me I dey my lane. I know they complain, so may nobody come stress me, cause I'm on a peace of mind. Nice job, I'm a nice job, peace of mind. Nice job, nice job, my brother. When you make 1 million and you want buy Benzo, cause your body get rented. You dey borrow the money, why you know best for a sense? Baba God don't give you one hit song, and you dey find ground, but you get two heads. Or let me appreciate the head when you get to yo.
All right, that was Corridor Bello and Mr. Easy with the song Jajali. And of course, it has been actually Melody Sunrise and Melody 100.7 FM. It is now 9:53 a.m. A big thank you to every single person that called in, sent messages, and all of that, and also liked and viewed on Facebook. Thank you so much. And we'll return tomorrow. God keep us. But it's going to be with Finest on Melody Sunrise from 8 a.m. to 9:55 tomorrow. Okay, so it's going to be a great day also tomorrow. Till I come your way again on Friday on Melody Sunrise. Do have an amazing day ahead of you. Do not forget that you can still follow us across all socials at Melody 100.7 FM. That is Melody 100.7 FM across all social media platforms. Okay, get familiar. But for me, if you want to connect, it is at Bolabad across all socials. That is at Bolabad across all social media platforms. Till tomorrow, yes, have a great day ahead of you. God bless you. And like I always do say, God bless Nigeria. All right, so this one is on Malay coming through with Sosa. And yeah, see you. Oh, sorry, catch you. All right, catch you on Friday. Bye for now.